then. I have a lot of things in the way here, but let me fix this. Go. Hey, Ultimate Greninja Fusion. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? You ready for some Tokyo Dark? You ready to get physiologically horrified? If I said that correctly. Anyway, how are you doing? I hope you had an awesome day so far. Give me just one moment here. Yeah, I said at the end of my earlier stream today, and I said this last night too, that I was going to actually start, after the final upload, I did part 5. That's good to hear. So after I uploaded part 5, I said I was, in my live stream, I said that I was actually going to start live streaming this game because it wasn't working out too well for me. The project that I had in plan, like adding this game into the video series, was not a good idea, and I wanted to get this game out there much faster, and the only way to do that is through live streams, which is why I'm doing it through live streams now. So you're gonna have to allow me to give a moment just to, you know, give a summary of the game, like the synopsis, and then summarize the events that happened so far before we jump right back into the action and whatnot. So, give me a second. I need to pull it up first. I think it is right here. Somewhere here. Let me pop this out first, so that I can actually read it. Because I'm putting this away. I'm moving this right here, moving this over here, and then opening this up. That didn't work out too well. Let me make it a little smaller. That should be enough. I can read it right there. Alright, so Tokyo Dark. It is a game that is developed by Square Enix Collective, and it also has other game yeah, the developer was Cherry Mochi, so I need to correct myself. I said it was developed by Square Enix. It was actually published by Square Enix, developed by Cherry Mochi. And hello, Princess Hikari. It's been a while. How are you doing? Welcome, welcome. So here's the basic, simple synopsis of the game, Tokyo Dark. Let me see. I think I need to expand it a bit so that I'm not blocking anything. Okay, here we go. Legend tells of a door deep below Tokyo's sewers. All who enter are lost forever. Detective Ito's partner is missing. Explore Tokyo and uncover the darkness that lays beneath the street in this point-and-click meets visual novel narrative adventure that questions the very core of Ito's sanity. So that's basically, you know, it gives you a rundown of what the game is going to be about. It's a point-and-click. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, Hikari, how you doing? How was your day? Hopefully it's all been good. Oh, that's not... I'm sorry to hear that, Hikari. Really sorry to hear that. Hopefully all of that gets sorted out soon. It sucks being, you know, feeling that way. Alright, that should be good right there. So that was basically a quick rundown of what this game is about. So now let me give you a little... Yeah, drinking my water. I have to drink my water because I'm going to do a lot of reading, as you've seen on some of the Let's Plays from before the streams. So I have to drink a lot of water in order to keep on reading. Even now, I'm just wasting my voice just trying to explain the game. So, alright, quick summary to get you up to speed. So in the beginning, yeah, exactly what it said. Detective Ito, her full name is Ayami Ito. Detective in Tokyo. Tokyo Metropolitan Police. So her partner goes missing. So she's sent there by the police headquarters. The chief of police sends her on the mission like, hey, I think we got a lead. This is in the Steam store. Yes, it's on Steam, so you can get it. I think right now it's $17.99. Not even the cost of an indie game. Like most indie games go for like 20, maybe a little less than that. And you know, full games go for like 30 to 60, but this right now is $17.99 on Steam. It's a good game right now. I'm liking the story of it. So yeah, her partner, Detective Tanaka, goes missing. So they get a lead, and so she is sent by police headquarters to go find out. Like, you know, I think we got a lead. He might be down there. So I'm sending you by yourself, but police will be on the way. Yeah, it's a psychological horror game. This game is a psychological horror, adventure, violent, gore, definitely gore, we've already seen that, anime, visual novel, and those are the tags right now on Steam. Yeah, I get you, Hikari. I ran myself down, like, to the poor level after buying a few games. But yes. So we go on our journey to, you know, find the detective, and we find, you know, we start learning about a lot of mysteries. So after playing a few hours of this game, I'm starting to feel that there's more of a supernatural feel to this game. And I'll get there in just a moment. So we're in Shinjuku, we find our partner, he has a bag over him, and we get into an altercation, you know, and I basically shot the girl that had him. But no, I did not shoot the girl because we didn't want to shoot her. We didn't want to hurt anybody. But as it turned out, we got the detective killed. Now, I know this game has multiple endings, multiple routes, so I'm not sure we could actually play the game while the detective is alive. But all we know is that the detective ended up getting killed, and from there, we go 6 months back in time to learn how things happened. And there we learned that the girl that killed our detective partner was actually related to an incident that happened where she had a girl hostage, where the woman you see right there, Detective Ito, shot and killed the red-headed girl. And so after that, she was put in a hospital because they felt that she was losing her mind. Yo, Sniper Freak. Yo, it's been a long time. How you doing? Hopefully it's all been good, and hopefully you had an awesome day as well. But yeah, so she ended up killing the girl. Like, right now I'm taking the game as a face value. So whatever the game is telling me, how I'm reading the story, how I'm reading the game and whatnot, that's what I'm believing, because, you know. But there are things happening that you shouldn't take for face value in this game. So, Omega Ruby? I don't think I have that game. I mean, I think I do. I don't know if I showcased that in my 3DS stream, but I don't think I have Omega Ruby. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. The game is pretty good. So I'm almost done. I'm gonna give just a simple explanation as to what happened. I don't know, right now, Nightbot, I have to see what's going on with Nightbot. Oh, there he is. I don't know, Nightbot, he was absent for a while. I didn't see him around. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm halfway there. So we were sent to a hospital. They gave us medications. We have to take medicine because the doctors think I'm going crazy. I'm like, hey, there was a red-headed girl. And apparently she was never there, or I don't know. We saw her there. So then later on, we find out that the girl was actually dead. The red-headed girl that had the girl hostage near the shrine and had our detective partner hostage was a dead girl. So I'm like, interesting, very interesting. That's where I started to get the feel of a supernatural more event that's happening in this game. So now to get you up to speed, well, we're basically just trying to narrow down like what's happened, what's about the mask. Like, we figured out that it was a group of people a long time ago in the history of this game's Japan that they all committed suicide in order to select a bearer of the mask who would hold all these like powers and whatnot, and to become the chosen one. So I feel like that happened again recently, and there's a new mask bearer out there. I don't know anything yet. We're about to dive into that, but also, yeah, what hurt me the most was finding out exactly what happened to the red-headed girl. She used to be an idol. Her real name was Reina. Her idol name was Ruby. She committed suicide because she was basically like sold off. She was found in the streets. She got adopted by some guy, and he was basically selling her off, and she had to like do all these services for these other guys out there. It was a really horrible story that really left me with a huge distaste in my spirit. So I really had to sit through that. You know, it's a strong themes in this game because, you know, shit like that happens in real life. Anyway, let's jump right into the game because that's pretty much all I've done. And you'll get to see what the game is actually all about while I play as well. The point and click. So let me close that again. Alrighty then. Oh, I connected my remote thinking I was going to use my remote. I'm not going to use my remote. I'll just put that down. I'll just put that down over there. I'm not going to use the remote. Let me take another sip of water. There we go. Yeah, so that was really the most disturbing part that had to happen. She locked herself in the room and she commits suicide, and I guess her revengeful spirit came back to life and killed the dude that had her in that situation. Let me lower my volume real quick. I always do this. That was a bit too loud. So okay, so we're back in Asakusa. I can't even move. What's going on here? Can I... Oh, I can make the text bigger. Actually, let's go back to the main menu to see what happened. I'm not sure. Maybe you can, Hikari, but you'll have to find out how to actually do that. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure there is a way to play this game free. I don't know. I usually figure that it's like too hard to even like bother getting it for free, so I just buy it. So that's what this game is. You can't see my clicker, but it's a point and click. Let's try to see if the old man is still in there. No, he's not there anymore. Oh yeah, let's talk to him. No, I can't buy it. I'm pretty sure we are here to see this guy. I'm surprised to see you back. How can I help you, detective? The historian. What is he? You train police? I don't see any negative outcomes from these choices, so I'll ask about the historian. I spoke to Yasuhisa, the historian. Oh, good. And? Takashi. What is he? I don't understand your question. He's one of them. Them? Ito, are you alright? He's just an old man. What else would he be? No, Takashi. You must have noticed. There's something off about him. Like the collector, but no. Not exactly like him. I'm not sure what Yasuhisa told you to scare you like this, but I've known him for years. He's a bit eccentric and too philosophical for his own good, but he's harmless. Allow me to offer some advice. What you're feeling right now, it's not him. It's you. The more time I spent researching the BlackwingKei and the past, the more I began to feel the world had gone mad. But it didn't. It continued to turn on its axis as it always does. It was me who became unhinged. You could always walk away, Detective Ito. Some mysteries aren't worth solving. Alright, so it looks like we're done asking about that. Yeah, I hear you, Hikari. I hear you. But you can definitely look that up. I just don't do it because I feel like it's too much of a hassle. I have to ration my water because I go through this really fast. I was told your dojo trains a lot of people in the police. That's right. I trained many of them personally. Do you know Akira Taida? A detective from Tokyo HQ? Ah, yes. Detective Taira. I know him quite well. By the way, guys, let me know... Hey, Noob Cat, how's it going? By the way, guys, let me know if you can actually read the text as well, because there's an option where they let me make the text a bit larger. I haven't tested that out yet, but let me know if you can actually read what's going on there, because on my screen it looks a little bit small. Can you guys see that okay? Yes, water is good for me, especially when I'm doing a lot of reading. I need that water. You hate going to the mall and then realize you have no money? Well, movies. Before I go to the mall, I'll know if I have money or not. I can't just go out like that. Well, sometimes, yeah, if you're around there and then you'll see like, oh man, I don't have cash. So before I continue, let me know if you can actually read it. You can read it? Okay. You're dying and it's all Cringe's fault. Gosh darn Cringe. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're having trouble reading it, Greninja? Okay, so they are small. I can fix that. Let me see if they'll let me do that now. I figured because of my setup, on the regular bigger screen, it might not be the problem, but let me go ahead and fix that real quick. Okay guys, how about now? Can you read the text that is on the screen right now? On the game screen, not me, not beneath me. I'm talking about on the actual game screen down there. You see the beautiful, pretty detective Ito, and you see the handsome Takashi. And there should be text underneath. Hey Bruno Tylon. What is up? How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. And thank you. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Alright, Hikari, good to know, As long as you guys can see, because I don't want to just be like reading and then you're like, what's going on? I can't see the text. Because, you know, I'm doing great today. Today's been a good day so far. Earlier was so-so. I can now say it's been a good day so far, very productive. Was able to get a lot of work done. Anyway, let's head on back to this. Ah yes, Detective Tyra. I know him quite well. A man with a great deal of innate talent in martial arts. Though, that talent is offset somewhat by his, how to put this, brash personality. Brash is a very diplomatic way to put it. Sorry to put you on the spot, but Tyra is about the only usable link I've got left in the police force, and the one person who's trying to stop me the most. Seeing as you train with him all the time, I was hoping you might, know something that would change his mind, if you know what I mean. Are you asking me to help you blackmail Tyra? Beyond the obvious reasons why I wouldn't help you do that, I also happen to think it won't work. You may be surprised to hear this, but Detective Tyra actually lives a fairly straightforward life. His excess are nothing that would draw any scrutiny, at least not among his fellow officers. I hear he is engaged to be married soon as well. Someone actually agreed to marry that slime? That poor girl. Who needs a job? Well, I'm currently not working, but I'll be working pretty soon. Yes, a very nice girl. Apparently they're quite happy together. I have a feeling that we've met this girl, and we can actually get to Tyra by talking to his girl. Let's see if that's the case. Oh yeah? We'll see how long that lasts. May I ask what exactly Tyra did to you to make you feel so strongly? Did to me? Ha! You should be asking him that. Ever since I started, he's looked down on me, and never missed a chance to remind me how he felt. I ignored him because I figured if I worked hard enough and earned my promotion, that it would shut him up once and for all. You eventually got this promotion, I take it. Well, did he shut up like you thought? No, he got worse. It started with him spreading rumors about me sleeping around in HQ. Then there were various complaints to my supervisors. He couldn't stand that I'd won. It's all falling apart now though, huh? He got my old job, and every time I see him, he has that smug grin on his stupid face, like he's mocking me. So you hate that fact. At least in his mind, he was right. Something like that. Tyra's not the first person to think a woman didn't deserve the promotion I got. But it stung a little extra when he ended up at my desk. Yes, I thought as much. You're not saying you think that brown-nosing, womanizing, lazy, good-for-nothing asshole actually deserves my spot, are you? No. I can't judge the inner workings of the police force. But from what I've heard, it certainly wouldn't be the first time that an officer didn't earn their promotion honestly. Often, I watch my students spar, and I always notice an interesting trend. You see, usually the outcomes of matches have nothing to do with their skill. Is there a moral at the end of this story? Patience, Ito. You see, two students will face each other, but before they even draw their swords, they've decided the outcome. Students rank each other and themselves based on practice, their social status, their schools, or any number of things before they even enter my dojo. A student perceiving himself as stronger will always be more relaxed, more ready to attack, while the student who's resigned themselves to defeat desperately defends. It's not skill or merit that wins the battle, it's expectations. Do you see where I'm going with this? I do, but I'm not sure if I like it. You're saying that unless I can break Tyra's perception of me, I'll keep losing, right? Exactly. For a man like Tyra who expects certain things of women, you've defied him at every turn, but if I suck up to him and play the part, it might throw him off guard enough for me to win this fight. Sounds about right. Very perceptive. Here, this should help. Sake. It's a gift. Wow, that's so flattering. I barely even know you. I suppose in order to degrade myself to scum like Tyra, I could use a drink. It's not for you. It's for Tyra. Oh. And here I was thinking you were being nice. This is a very expensive brand. As a matter of fact, it's Tyra's favorite. A gift for his promotion. A promotion he stole. A promotion into my position. Think of it as a way to throw him off balance. You can't strike at his heart until he drops his guard after all. You know how to play the role he expects of you. I suspect you know the type of woman he likes. Much as it pains me to admit, that might work. Thanks for the sake. Interesting. Drink the sake? No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I've already told myself, yeah, Takashi's just a stern person. I understand where he's coming from. Now, I've already told myself in previous parts, I'm not gonna make any more stupid decisions, so I'm exiting. I'm not gonna drink that sake. It's a gift for Tyra? We're gonna drink with Tyra then. Even though, to be honest, I don't like Tyra myself. Can we still talk to this guy? Like, we met your brother, dude. It's a shame. Leave Asakusa. Let's go to the police headquarters now. Let's see how far we get into the story in this game. Professionalism plus 10, baby. You see, I'm making good decisions now. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm sorry. That's it, Ito. I've heard enough of your... Wait, what? You heard it right, Tyra. I'm sorry. You're a good detective, and I never did congratulate you on your promotion. Here, this is for you. Heh, I get it. So you think bribing me is gonna work, huh? Ken no Michi? Is that a bottle of Ken no Michi? No way. It sells out in weeks. Even my family rarely managed to get a bottle, and they knew the people to ask. How'd you get it? That's not important. Consider it an apology for how I treated you in the past. I present to you as a way of formally hand over my old position to you. It's clearly in better hands now. But... Aww. Why does she look so beat up? It's probably because she's been wearing that coat for like ever. I tried drinking sake in a Japanese restaurant and you didn't like it? You know, because it's rice wine basically. So I've had sake before, but the sake that I liked is the one that you have to drink you have to put it in like the hot water, I believe. Yeah, the hot sake basically is my favorite. That one I liked. There was another cold sake I tried that I wasn't really into that. But the hot sake, where I used to work at a Japanese restaurant, it was out of this world. Ito. Sit up, will ya? Ito, it's fine. Just sit up already. Okay, I accept your apology. Hell, didn't know you felt that way. I mean, in light of recent events and all, it's long overdue. Guess with all the, stress you've gone through, the delay is understandable. I'm glad you finally learned to manage your emotions appropriately. Thank you for your kind words, Detective Tyra. Once I return to the department, I know I'll have much to learn from you. Hey, it's a little early for that talk, don't you think? We don't even know if they'll let you back in on the force after the hearing. Yes, I suppose you're right, Detective. I shouldn't have spoken so brashly. And again, she's bowing. Oh, man. I think she's going a little over the top, but, you know. I gotta say she's a great actor then. Because, you know, she doesn't really feel this way. And she is bowing to this man. Ito, stop that, please. I always thought you'd be a better cop if you listened to your fellow detectives a bit more. Suppose there's a lot you have to learn from me, eh? I know you're right, Detective Tyra. I was so brash before. That's probably how I ended up here. Yeah. No problem. Thanks for dropping this by, Ito. To tell you the truth, it's been a tough time for all of us. It's better to stick together. We're all on the same team after all, right? Maybe once you're back, me and you can partner up? One can only hope I'll be so lucky. Right. Look, I gotta get back to my office. You need anything else? Well, I was thinking, but... Oh no, I couldn't possibly bother you. You're so busy. It's fine, I can handle it. Go on. Well, I know I shouldn't be, but I have been doing a little research. In unofficial capacity, you know? I was wondering if you could pull a file for me. You know I can't give you access to the system. You're suspended, and besides, it'd be against regulations, and... I guess if you stay on that side of the counter, I could get Ishibashi to help you. Don't think this means we're best friends or anything. It's just repayment for the Ken no Michi. Oh, thank you, but Tyra, Detective Tyra, I wouldn't want to impose on your busy schedule. And she's bowing yet again. She's overacting just like An from Persona 5. Oh, man. If only we got some actual voice acting, we could tell how much this would be happening. When you did drink, it was for your 23rd birthday. Wow. And then you got angry? So that's... I'm a happy drunk. When I get drunk, I'm mostly like 90-100% happy. So that's a little fun fact about me. Again? Stand up. Saki, I'm going back to my office. Look up the file Ito wants. Log the search query to my name. Got it? Yes, sir. Of course. Ah, man, I still feel bad for Saki. I hope nothing bad happened. Because, you know, I did a lot of stupid stuff in this police headquarters. I knocked out the cop downstairs, who, thank the Lord, he covered for me. He says, like, oh, I don't know what happened, man. I just kind of tripped and fell. I'm assuming that's how he went the story. He's like, he doesn't remember anything. Like, man, I was knocked out. Don't know who did it. Don't know who done it. Yo no sé nada, man. He was playing the dumb guy. Yeah, Saki's adorable. I'll be in my new office all afternoon, so direct any calls there. Clear? Yes, sir. I think he's gone. Damn, Miami? I mean, I've twisted some guys around my finger before, but that was something else. Don't think it'll take long to get your office back if you can work that magic. Ayami, listen to me very closely. It's very, very important you train me how to do that for, professional purposes. I think you're alright on your own, Saki. Oh, fine. By the way, anyway, you've got Tyra's sign off. What did you want me to look up for you? On March 4th, 1996, there was a raid on a compound belonging to a cult called the BlackwingKei. Or BlackwingKei. You never get drunk like that? Yeah, whenever I get drunk, you know, it's mostly like a happy kind of drunk. I've seen other people that are like the sad drunk and a different kind of drunk, you know, the aggressive drunk. I hate working with those types. Yeah, but the happy drunks, me and a happy drunk, we'll have a blast together. This is what happens when you play a game where you're doing a lot of reading. Sorry about that. I like the official report, plus anything else you can find on it. Wow, that's some heavy reading material. I'll get right on it, boss. Doesn't seem like there's much to go on here. Looks like there's only one file. Righto. I'll put it on the USB for you so you can take it with you. Just don't tell anyone. Here you go. That's a very rusty looking USB. What happened to that? Did it go through World War II or something? Thanks, Saki. I owe you one. You owe me more than one, Ayami. See you around. Oh, I definitely do owe that girl more than one, man. For the stuff that I put her through. Hey, looks like we can finally go back to our apartment. I was wondering when I'd be able to go back because I need to take some medicine, dude. My sanity's kind of up there. And look at that, I can't even take any medicine. Use USB stick. Something doesn't smell right. What if you work for Square Enix as an artist? Well, hey, if you want to do that, you know, like Square Enix, you could be part of some of the big future game titles. That'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, it would definitely be pretty awesome. There's a raid on a compound and all that's left is this lone debriefing? Doesn't add up. Not to mention so much of what is here is redacted. Officers arriving at the scene found 12 people dead on arrival, including Tokimasa and Mai's parents. Where are the details about how they died? Not to mention the report itself was filed almost a week after the raid, so why aren't there any autopsy reports? It says here, 2 children and 1 adult are believed missing. That must be Mai, Takashi, and their grandmother. Guess that means Takashi was telling the truth, after all. So many people have been hiding information from me. It's almost a relief. Still, for such a short report, it raises a whole lot of questions. The list of the dead, their causes of death. If there were other survivors, what else they found? It's all lost. Even the location of the compound has been classified. All I know is that the mask was found in the middle of a pile of dead bodies. What the hell happened here? Why was it covered up? Dude, I'm telling you, something is going on here. Regarding the dead people, given that we just got a story, a backstory on what the BlackwingKei used to be, about people sacrificing themselves in order to choose a mask bearer, I'm pretty sure that happened again. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure there's another mask bearer out there. Whether that's Reina or not, I don't know. But there is a connection between 1996 and Reina when she was alive. Oh, here we go. I can read it. Alright. Debriefing report. Incident report. Code number 51115. Reporting officer, redacted. Okay. Agency bureau, redacted. Sure, that's cool. Address, redacted. What the cow nipples? Date of incident, 4 March 1996. 4th of March 1996. Date of report, 9th of March 1996. Time of incident, approximately 0550. Summary. Tasked with raiding compound belonged to cult known as the BlackwingKei, located in redacted. That's cool, bro. Mission details redacted. Awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm reading a crazy report right now. Arrived to discover 12 bodies, DOA, near compound, including cult leader Shinji Umezawa, aka, also known as Tokimasa. Other bodies including 6 females and 3 other males of varying ages, along with 2 children. Cause of death, redacted. I'm telling you, it was a suicide, but okay, it's cool. Redact everything. Might as well, the whole thing might as well just say redacted. Like, just put a big stamp on it in big, bold, red letters and say redacted, because that's basically what this is telling you right now. 2 other children and 1 adult considered missing, maybe dead. Other survivors, redacted. Personal effects collected at the scene of crime include mask of several other ritual objects. Result: raid considered a success. Cult known as BlackwingKei's activities has ceased. Surviving members have been rescued. Yeah, a lot of crazy stuff is going on. They covered up a lot of stuff. I feel like this didn't help at all. We need another lead. The report is unclear, but it's obvious that the mask had a part to play in those 12 people's deaths. They committed suicide, I'm telling you. A young girl's suicide in Shinjuku made me aware of the dark, and I know now that an ancient mask can be used to find the door that may be the key to getting Kazuki back. Learning about those 2 facts of the mystery was supposed to be enough to show the way to the dark. But even though I can feel the dark, something is still wrong. A piece is still missing. My gut tells me the missing information I need has to do with what happened to the BlackwingKei. I have to make the Kawana woman talk. She's the only one alive who could tell me what happened that night. But first, let's take our medication. The pills that the doctor gave me are right on the table where Kazuki left them. Count on him to pester me about my health even when he's gone. I hate these pills, but I'll keep taking them for your sake. She says the same thing. Man, she looks so dead right there. My investigation points went down, but I needed my sanity up anyway, so let's check that out. I think I could take, but repeat it. If I take the medicine again, it's just gonna have a 1-1 effect, so it's not worth it. So right now I am stable. My sanity is stable. My professionalism is very professional. My investigation is meticulous. My neurosis is relaxed. So far, so good. Let's get out of here. We have to go back to Kamakura. Yo, I want to see what's Magira up to. Because I think in the last part, or 2 parts ago, I knocked him out. So I could take the girl out of the town. Is he still here? I kind of want to apologize to him. Bexy! Yo, what is up? Oh, I can't even interact with Magira anymore, dude. He's like, he's not there. I know I didn't kill the guy. I knocked him out. Bexy, what are you doing up so late? And you have to go to college in the morning? Man. You like living the dangerous life, I see. Alright, this woman is the only lead we have at the moment. You! I told you to stay away from my family! Don't drag my grandchildren into this any more than you already have! Stay back! I have questions about the BlackwingKei, the group your daughter and son-in-law were part of. You're the only one alive who'd remember.
BlackwingKei? I don't know anything about it. Leave me!
Grandma, enough! Listen to yourself. Do you even realize you're lying anymore? Takashi told us everything. And you, Ito, just because this investigation's important to you doesn't give you the right to barge in here. Your grandma and I need to talk. If this upsets you, maybe you should go. No, I'm not going anywhere. This is the house I grew up in. It's as much as mine as it is Grandma's. If you have something to say, you can say it in front of me. Only a little while ago, I found out my parents died in some cult, and no one even knows why. You think hearing that was easy for me? I want to help you, Ito. But all the deceit and lies are starting to hurt people. What I'm chasing is so much worse. Tell that to the poor man in the station. He's in the hospital now, terrified out of his wits. Damn. You got a disability adult class tomorrow? Oh, I see. Education is overrated. I'll just become a drug lord or slay thoughts for a living. Only you, Bexy. Only you. My god. Funniest comment I read all day, actually. See, now I feel really shitty about what I did to Magira. I punched Magira. Magira was a good guy. He was just doing his job, and I had to go and punch the guy. There had to be another way out of that situation. I did not have to resort to violence. Ah, my god. It's like people are distrusting me the farther I go because Pablo Flexobar. Oh my god. Oh my goodness, man. I'm feeling really shitty about the poor decisions I made earlier in the game, and it's finally affecting me to this point. People aren't the only one. People aren't only here to be used for information and then thrown away while you move on. They have lives too. And bringing up the past can hurt. Surely of all people, you understand that. I do. But ignoring the past will make it go away. There's unfinished business from the BlackwingKei that needs to be taken care of. But what's left to talk about? Everyone's dead, right?
I promise to talk to you about this all later. For now, let me and the detective talk. Go on. You were cooking us dinner, weren't you?
Alright. We'll talk about it later. But I'll be in the other room if you need me.
So you found me out. Now that Mai knows, I suppose there's no point in keeping it a secret any longer. The truth is, my daughter never would have joined the BlackwingKei if it weren't for me. I convinced her and her husband to join. I was already a member. At the time I joined, my husband had left me and I'd lost my job, suddenly leaving me single, unemployed mother who couldn't barely support her daughter. That's when Tokimasa found me and told me that it's the society that stigmatized and shunned me was a fiction. A great machine to be found, that my very soul was at stake. Of course, he used me as he did everyone else. I desperately wanted to hear that my struggles weren't my fault. They stole everything from me, my youth, my mind, then my child.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of accent I'm doing. I'm trying to do an old lady voice, but I can't. I can't quite get it since my voice is already kind of tired. I don't know why. I'm running out of water, too. Pretty soon I'm going to give up on the old lady voice. It's like I'm trying to go for like the musky, tired voice that some old ladies have. Like, there's some old ladies that sound like, oh, well, in my time, I used to do this. And then there are some that are like, oh, but then do this and that, you know. I do horrible impersonation of voices. You guys should know this by now. Wet like water. And then one day in 1996, they all died. The cause of death was buried, and no autopsies were performed. Or if they were hidden away. Why? That's simple. The government didn't care about some dead cultist in the woods and covered it up so the papers wouldn't sensationalize their deaths. sensationalize their deaths. That's it? After everything I found, you expect me to believe that? 12 people died that day. No one knows why. What happened? Tell me the truth. Alright. I'm done. I bet she looked hot in her younger years. Well, her granddaughter looks hot, so there's that to go on. Alright, I'm done with the old woman voice, because that actually wears off my voice much quicker than it does. Rather than it should. You want to know what happened so badly? Fine, I'll tell you. They died for nothing, following in the footsteps of a madman who believed that life was an illusion. As words of other compounds and other groups being raided spread, Tokimasa began warning us that the end was near. He believed that the world was collapsing and it was time for him and his followers to abandon the flesh and find purity among the gods. My Emiko, she didn't die from some conspiracy. She chose death because she no longer had an anchor to reality. And it was my fault. Beyond that, I don't know what happened to them. No, you do know something. In the report, it says after the officers cleared the bodies, they found the mask. The same one you handed to me 6 months ago. That... Tokimasa would always keep it to himself, saying it granted him sight into the realm of the kami. I needed it. You don't understand it. It allowed us to see strange things that people who are gone. The guru was a fool, a fake, but the mask was real. You bet you'll look fine in your older years? I always had that kind of mentality as well, that when I grow old, I don't want to be those old, beaten down people. I actually wanted to be like a fit old man, you know, like, you see a lot of old people that look good because they led healthy lives. That's what I'm actually striving for as well. And if you ask me, I'm off to a very bad start, but it's never too late to give up. It's never too late to actually start over, is what I meant, not give up. There was a rumor that the cult members were killed by one of their own. Surely you didn't. No, you don't understand. I would never kill my own child. I didn't take the mask. It was given to me. One day, a man, a journalist or other, showed up at my door carrying the mask. I couldn't believe it. I begged him for it, and he stood there, smiling at me. His eyes were like none I'd ever seen. It was strange. All I wanted in exchange for the mask was a picture of Emiko. Wait. I wish I could go back for that. I think I read that wrong. When I joined the cult, I was forced to give up my possessions and only had one left. But I gave it to him nevertheless. I thought if I had the mask, I could find her. That maybe she would forgive me. As soon as I had it in my hands, my mind opened. I could hear her voice. So you went into the sewers chasing after her, thinking you could save her. Takashi told you that as well, did he? Yes, it's true. Emiko was crying out to me, begging me to find her and free her from her dark place. I would have given anything to hold her in my arms again and plead her forgiveness. I don't care if you don't believe me. Just like Tanaka was calling out to me. I do believe you. We're probably some of the few people left alive who know what this mask is capable of. If you really thought that it'd help you find her, then why'd you give it to me? Because I was wrong. At first, I only followed whispers. Then I found myself in a strange labyrinth, chasing after her shade. The days bled together. I lost track of my grandchildren, of the shrine. It was all an illusion. No matter how hard I tried, I never found her. I only became more and more disconnected from the world around me. I descended into madness. I was being used again, just as Tokimasa had used me so many years before. I tried getting rid of it, throwing it away, burning it. None of it mattered. It always came back. And when I did, the visions and whispers only got worse. Oh, Bexy. So I put it out of my mind, and tried as best as I could to live a life of solitude and ignore the screams of my daughter. Damn, so you've been... ever since you had the mask. She's been listening to her daughter scream and all those voices? Dude, how are you still alive after that? Personally, I probably would have gone mad and probably killed myself after hearing voices in my head all this time. Then you came. And when you did, the mask was screaming out in voices I never heard before. I thought it was a sign, so I gave it to you. I didn't even have time to breathe out a sigh of relief before I heard a gunshot ring out. No one else ran to it. I think I was the only one who knew what the sound was. I thought the mask was punishing me once again by taking Mai away from me. Oh, you thought I shot your granddaughter. Instead, it had passed tragedy to another. I'm sorry. Perhaps the knowledge of the mask should die with us. Seems pretty normal? Yeah, you know, just another day like, I'm listening to some demons in the background. Meh, who cares? There is one other person who knows about the mask. A girl named Reina. Does that name mean anything to you? No. I don't know anybody by that name. Listen, old lady, whenever somebody stutters in their words after the 3 dots, ... No! You're hiding some shit, aren't you? Do you expect me to know everyone who's been touched by the mask? No. But you were involved with a group that worshipped it. Are you sure you're telling me everything? Yes, there we go again. ... Yes. Perhaps. What good will accusing an old woman do? Unless you're chasing someone too. That must be it. Mai told me you lost someone. Your partner in the police. Is that right? If I'm right, then I suggest you stop your search. The place I was shown by the mask was not meant for the living. I barely escaped with my life. Stop while your mind and body remain intact. What if I told you there was another option? What other option? In the months since I first met you, I've had the time to examine an ancient texts in this shrine. And as the mask grew further away, it loosened its grip on my mind. I knew then it would someday make its way back to me. And so I became determined to find a way to protect myself and my grandchildren from its influence. The darkness of the BlackwingKei and its ritual object are but manipulations used to sever our connection with what's truly divine. With what is truly divine. The mask breeds darkness. Dark forces can invade all manner of living and non-living things, driving them to violence or death. That which is evil cannot be used or tolerated. Hey, Hikari, welcome back. Yeah, movies. I guess it's not normal. You know, Bexy's on another level from us, I suppose. We could put it that way. It must be destroyed. It is the only way to save us from its grip. Destroy the mask? I thought you just said it couldn't be done. Not physically. Grandma? Is everything alright? I overheard you talking about that mask again. Yes, dear. But you needn't worry. In fact, it's good you're here as this talk involves you. Mai, you've trained in exorcism and purification rituals for quite some time, haven't you? Such a ritual could purify the mask and turn it into a mere piece of wood. Given we gather the right materials, of course. I can tell from the looks in your eyes that you think me to be senile, but I'm quite serious. Even modern rituals have ancient roots, and with enough conviction, they are still capable of great power. Before, I was content to die as long as the masks didn't hurt my children, as I was too feeble to do what was necessary myself. But now seeing you here, I see a second chance to do what is right. If you truly do know what the mask is, then you must help me destroy it. Slow down. I didn't come here to be involved in a ritual or exorcism or whatever you call it. I only want the truth about the BlackwingKei, which you still haven't given me. You're a stubborn one, aren't you? What? Thinking emoji that my Samsung doesn't have for some reason. Wow. So be it. I can see there is only one way to change your mind. The only trace of what happened that day would be at the BlackwingKei compound itself. The records of its location are lost, and they were never made public, but I know where it is. What's the catch? Go there, search for your truth, see what worshipping the mask has wrought. When you return, you'll help me destroy it. What makes you so confident I'll change my mind? I went back once, years ago. In all honesty, I'm not sure why. Perhaps to remind myself of my sins. What I saw and felt in that place. It was tainted by darkness and death. Those two things are all the mask will afford you. There is something else. I had a feeling you'd say that. The heavy, unnatural air I felt when I returned to the compound. It had the same stench, the same quality the tunnels where I searched for Emiko. Sounds like a superstition to me. So what exactly is you want me in exchange for the information? I believe the energies of the mask and the place are linked. I want you to bring something back from there, anything. It may help in the ritual. Looking for the truth will not bring you peace, detective. Purifying the mask may very well might. Purifying the mask very well might. Well, I'm out of water. You came back to murder? There hasn't been a murder yet. Or, yeah, there hasn't been any murder yet. We're still talking to this old lady. I'm not sure when you left, though. Remember that. The compound is in the forest of Aokigahara. Aokigahara? Hey, that's the suicide forest. Suicide forest. What a dreadful name. Though I suppose those woods have seen their fair share of tragedy and death. Ito, you can't just go charging in there. It's dangerous. What if you get lost? GPS doesn't work there, and I heard even compass won't point north. Not only that, but, well, a lot of people go there to die. I don't think you should go. You two keep talking about that mask like some evil spirit causing you pain, but I think the pain you're feeling isn't caused by a mask. It's just you. Great. Now even the cute pink-haired girl is calling my girl crazy, man. What the hell? I mean, it's kind of my fault that people think I'm crazy now. So I wouldn't put all the blame on them for calling me crazy. It's my fault for that. I've done questionable things in this game that warrant that idea. So many nights after the girl died in the shrine, I had nightmares. Every corner I went around, I thought I'd see her there. Oh, you're having buffering problems? I'll try changing my settings, because I have my settings on a higher level right now. Unless it's just you and the Wi-Fi again, movies. Let me know about that. It wasn't a ritual or a charm that made me better, though. I just stopped listening to the fear. I confronted it. When you took me to see Takashi, that was the first time I'd left Kamakura since April. It's embarrassing to admit it, but I was scared. And yeah, Takashi telling me all that stuff about mom and dad was scary, but it was the truth. I wasn't hiding from some demon I'd invented myself. Anyway, I know you might not listen to me, but I don't think you should put yourself in danger, just so you can keep chasing your demons. Maybe you're right. But some demons have a way of spreading to others. Seeing the BlackwingKei compound is something I have to do. But, well, it's your choice, but Aokigahara is huge. How are you going to find one compound? Mine makes a good point. It's been a long time. Are you sure you remember where it is? Of course I do. I know what you two must think of me, but I'm not senile. It's a hike away from the bus stop on the outskirts of Narusawa. We used it to go to town occasionally for supplies. Several miles from the bus stop there's a clearing and a path there, used time to time by a forest service. I'll draw you a map before you leave. It continues for quite some time and eventually it will be blocked off. Keep going forward and don't turn back or leave the path. The forest can play tricks on you. Oh boy, here we go. Supposing the path is still there, it seems pretty incredible to me that the compound would have been left alone after all these years. It still stands, after all. Why would they bother to go dismantle it? Go. Search for whatever truth you think you'll find, but be very careful. Detective,
Do what must be done, then leave. Staying there is dangerous. I hope that once you enter that place and feel the energy I did, you'll have the sense to see what I never could. You understand, don't you? Investigation +5. The mask must be purified. Are they gonna make me choose? But Nagito. Oh boy, here we go. The mask must be purified. Our main mission is that Ayami wants to find Tanaka. I don't think anything is stopping her from doing that. I don't think I'm going to choose that though, because that choice seems a bit selfish. It depends on what I find. That's more on the route like, it's whatever, old lady. You're going to die in like 2 minutes anyway, so you know, it's whatever. Depends on what I find. If I find you alive here anyway. But I already told myself, no more stupid decisions. I understand. They're all going out of their way to warn me. I'm not going to be selfish and I'm not going to be some a-hole anymore. You know, let's save that for another playthrough to experience other endings in the game. This time I want to try to steer my path correctly. Good. I'll begin preparation for the ceremony regardless. See her out. Bexy life advice. Thank you for the life advice though. She's never said anything like that to me. You must have really scared her. Listen, I'll help you with this ritual because I think it'll help Grandma get better. But don't get yourself killed. I know in your eyes I'm probably just a kid, but I know how much it hurts to want the truth. Takashi obsessed over the past. And I was miserable not knowing. Grandma almost went insane on top of that. Grandma said it herself. You're still young. I wonder why they're not showing her, man. I want to see her pretty little self again. You should forget about all this and start over. And you might not want to hear this, but listening to you two talk about the mask and spirits, well, you sounded like that girl at the shrine. It scares me and it should scare you too. Take care of yourself, Ito. Well, yeah, last time I saw something pretty disturbing here. There was one crow. When I went to the shrine and I came back, there was a dead crow on the floor. I don't know what the game is trying to do, but that was pretty freaking creepy. Anyway, let's get out of here. So that explains why we couldn't see Magira here at the station. Because we kind of knocked him out and now he's scared. Ooh, they limited my places to go to now. Even though I can only go to Aokigahara now. Anyway, guys, give me a second. I need a refill on water because too much reading, man. I'm telling you, it's affecting me like that. So I'll BRB real quick. Get some water. Ah, that should be good. Gotta refill that juicy juice. Oh, you guys know it's not water? Alright. Yeah. Okay. Room temperature. Not bad. Not bad. Well, it's actually not my room temperature. It's like what? It's like 50 degrees in here right now. That's why I'm wearing a long sleeve. Alright, let's go to Aokigahara.
Finally. This must be the path old Koano woman was talking about. If her story was true, all I need to do is follow it to find the BlackwingKei's old compound. Let's hope that it's simple. No time to sit here and think it through. I need to get out of these woods before nightfall. Oh boy. Alright, let's just go ahead. So the old lady warned me not to turn back because the forest likes to play trick on me. I kind of understood because earlier in the sewers there was a puzzle that was kind of tripping me up. It didn't take me too long to figure it out, but it could have gotten annoying quickly. Usually when the game decides to change the track of the audio in the background, something's not right about that. Okay, what is this? Three statues, covered in moss and undergrowth. It looks like one's missing. Ojizo-sama. A depiction of Ojizo-sama. It said that praying to those statues can help guide the souls of children who died young. They look so old and forgotten. It's kind of sad to see them abandoned like this. How could these statues help anyone in such a dark place? That's what thoughts drink? Well, luckily for that, Movies is a wine kind of guy. As am I. As well. Oh, what? This place looks funny. Again? It's Reina. Why are we here again? Reina? What is she doing here? Huh? Where am I? No. Anywhere but here. I don't want to remember this. Why now? Ito, why did you come here? You've left me here to die again, haven't you? It was your fault that this happened to me. You're so selfish. Wait a minute, no. No, I'm not. You never care about what happens to anyone but yourself. People who got hurt along the way are just collateral damage. It's all about you and what you want. You! You're not looking for me. You only want to hurt the girl. To hurt the old woman. To see everyone who gets in your way suffer. No, that's not true. I would have done anything to change what happened to you. Make it go away. I can't bear to look anymore. Stop. Make it stop. I don't want to remember. What a great idea. Remembering hurts, doesn't it? Let me take away all the pain. Let's forget together, Ayami-chan. No, not this again. Alright, the game is getting a little trippy now. Seeing as how the only choice was let's forget together, you know. Don't tell me I'm back to the beginning. You know, I really can't look at Reina the same way I did before, knowing the story and all the stuff she went through. Sure, she may seem like a psychotic girl right now, but the shit she went through, man, it's like, I almost don't want to talk about it, because it's so fucked up. I don't want to talk about it. Okay, what's this? An Ojizo-sama statue. I feel a familiar presence as I pick it up. Is it me or is it getting a bit foggier? Yeah, the game is heading towards that little
horror sector. What? This is the same shit that happened last time. What's going on here? I kid you not, this happened last time. Who carried me home? What? Alright, let me get my acting voice in. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Oh, Bexy. I think you're tired, Bexy. Jeez. The way you were sleeping, I thought you'd never wake up. Huh? Where? Kazuki! Thank goodness you're okay. I knew I'd find you. Hmm? Find me? What are you talking about? I haven't gone anywhere. I saw you on the ground. Reina, she slit your throat. That must have been a hell of a nightmare you had. Nothing a good cup of coffee can't fix. Speaking of, I fixed the coffee machine, so you can officially file that case as closed. Hey, you okay? You look a little out of it. Take your time getting ready. I'll be in the other room. Yeah, thanks, Kazuki. What is this? I was looking for something, wasn't I? Why can't I remember? My heart's beating a mile a minute. I can't shake this feeling of dread that's hanging in the air. This is real, right? I want it to be real. Okay, guys, welcome to another reality, I guess. Our medicine's not there. Welcome back to the real world, sleepyhead. Huh? You're not dressed? You didn't forget about our picnic, did you? Picnic? We were gonna have a picnic at the park and see the cherry blossoms, remember? I know it's not exactly traditional, but I figured we could grab a pizza on the way over too. Oh yeah, I remember, this guy loves pizza. I love pizza too. Yeah, I'm guessing as well that this isn't really reality. Something happened. It's an important time of year after all. Did you forget that too? Don't you remember when the cherry blossoms fell and you saved those two girls at the shrine? You're a hero. Just to recap for those that don't know, when the game took us back 6 months ago, we came into the altercation where the redheaded girl, she was a bit crazy, and she had the pink-haired girl, she had a knife to her throat. So the only options that we're getting at that time were to kill her, and so I shot the gun at her forehead and killed her. And so the pink-haired girl got traumatized for some time, and she wouldn't leave the town and whatnot. So apparently, I'm a hero, and I saved the two girls. Okay, let's see how this goes. Saved? No, I'm no hero. She died. I killed her. She's always trying to stop me from... Kazuki, something doesn't feel right. This isn't where I'm supposed to be. Of course it is. We're together. The sun's out. We've got Lady Fluff. Yeah, that's right. The cat's name is Lady Fluffington. Isn't this what you wanted? With your parents gone, Lady Fluff and I are the only family you've got left. This is where you belong. And we love you, Ayami-chan. Wait, now he's talking a little funny. That's why you'll come with us. Come on. We've got to get going. Go? Where are you taking me? Somewhere safe. Safe. Why? Where was I going? Where's the path? The path isn't for you. It leads to suffering. So let's leave the path and be happy. Forever. I can't do anything else. I can't talk to the kitty. Not the computer. They're really gonna make me go with the picnic. I think Ayami is starting to realize this isn't real, but... Oh, look, it's Reina. Isn't this nice? Hey, sir. I think a leaf fell on your pizza. Excuse me, that was wrong. I said that wrong. Excuse me, sir. I think a pizza fell on your leaf. You might want to do something about that. We're all here like one big happy family. We don't need anyone else. 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 It's better this way. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Stay here. Here, where it's safe. Stay here. And eat, what? And rot, Ayame. Whoa, whoa. Whoa. Kazuki, what's the matter with you? Nothing is the matter. We're exactly where we need to be. This is all so wonderful. I've taken you somewhere just like I promised. Far away from places you didn't belong. You'll stay here, so you can't hurt anyone anymore. Free from all those pesky, painful memories, so let's forget. Together. Lie down where it's comfortable and stay there. Forever. And ever. And ever. No. Ignoring the pain won't make it go away. Kazuki wouldn't want me to forget. He'd tell me to keep going. I know this place. I've been here before. It's drenched in the same suffering as before. Reina, why did you take me here? Why won't you leave me alone? Whoa. Why do you want to hurt me so badly? Why did you come here? Don't make me remember! Wait, what the frick? I've never felt Reina's presence so strongly before. If I didn't come to my senses, I might have. Why now? What's in this forest that she doesn't want me to see? Wait a minute. So could there really be some connect... What is that? Wait, I didn't see that there before. You can't see my mouse clicker, but in the background, those are people. They're hanging from like the trees. Those are probably the people that committed suicide. Because apparently this is the suicide forest. People just come here to kill themselves. That is very creepy. I'm pretty sure those were not there before, guys. I'm not going crazy. I should let you know, guys, that I'm not really the kind of guy that pays attention to the smallest of details, but something like that, I would have noticed something swinging in the background way earlier, and I did not see anything. And there's a lot of people, though. Ah, you see, they're not there anymore. I knew it. I knew it. I'm not going crazy. Oh boy, here we are again. Oh, we can place a statue. My sanity -1, investigation +1. The air completely changed when I placed a statue with the others. The forest doesn't seem so dark when I can see, and I can see a clearing up ahead. Is it over? Reina, are you still here somewhere? This must be it. The BlackwingKei compound. I finally made it. Looking at it now, I can't help but feel underwhelmed. For all the secrecy, classified documents, and foreboding stories, all I see is drab gray structures in a forest clearing. But it's eerie. Over a decade ago, 12 people died here, and this compound was left standing as a grim reminder. It gives me the creeps. I should find what I came here for and get back before sundown. What was Reina trying so hard to prevent me from finding here? Alright, let's keep going. I don't see the compound yet, though. Oh, I see. I see. Sure, we walked so far into the forest of darkness, might as well just go into the creepy compound that we found. Sure, it looks underwhelming, but without a doubt, it's freaking creepy. You would never see me step foot in a place like this. Not even the forest, not even the town. You can hear somebody in the background. They're saying something in Japanese, but... lower that. Yeah. Weird. She's saying yappari yatta na. Okay, the first one I know it says I knew it. Yappari. I think that means like I knew it. I don't know my Japanese that well, but something like that. Are they gonna say it again? Maybe you would know movies. You actually did live in Japan for some time. Maybe you still retain a bit of information from the Japanese language. Alright, they're not saying it again. Let me just enter. Mommy! Reina! Where were you? I missed you! Shh! Keep your voice down, sweetheart. I can't stay for long. Why not? Why don't you want to stay with me anymore? Well, that's complicated. The guru thinks it's best if we're apart for a while. He has big plans for us, and for you especially. Who cares about all that? Honey, it's not that simple. Why not? Why won't they let us be together? Because you're so pure and perfect. I know you love me, but I'm no good. If I stay with you, he says I'll corrupt you. But I'm so weak. I wanted to see you. It's our little secret, okay? Okay. Mommy? Is it my fault that you can't stay with me anymore? Oh, Reina, no. Of course not. It's me. You're going to be a big, important person someday. I can't hold you back. I know that doesn't make a whole lot of sense right now, but someday you'll understand. Tokimasa has big plans for you. He told me so himself. Let me pause right there. I think I know where this game is heading to. I think Reina is the mask bearer. But let's continue with the story for now. Let me stop my deductions right there. He said you're the key to everything. Because you're so pure. Remember why we left the city? Because everyone's so mean and out for themselves. They're all stained by corruption, but not us. Not you, anyway. I thought you said we were going home. We can't. Tokimasa says the great machine's done for. That's all those corrupt people will kill each other in wars and die and we'll be left. Yeah, I thought you fell asleep, Bexy.
You should probably go to sleep, man. You kind of have college tomorrow?
But you'll be there to guide them. Soon. You've been chosen by Tokimasa, I knew it. Die? I don't want anybody to die. Yes, me neither, sweetie, but like I said, Tokimasa has figured out a new ritual, and you'll be able to help everyone. I don't understand. Why are you saying all these weird things? Now, Reina, it's not easy for me either. But it's not about what we want all the time. If you do this, it'll help me. You want to help Mommy, don't you? Yeah, I guess. Exactly. So let's smile, okay? Hey, guess what? What? Before the ritual, there's gonna be a big celebration, just for you. It'll be a big feast. What's that mean? It's a big meal where everyone gets to eat all the food they want. It's like a party. Doesn't that sound fun? I guess so. Then I can see you again. Do you promise? Yeah. Afterwards, we'll all go together to the ritual. All together? I thought you said it was just me. Like I said, sweetheart, you've been chosen. Tokimasa says you'll gain the sight to guide us to salvation. Okay. Hey, don't look so sad. You'll get me crying. If you do, and you don't want to see Mommy cry, do you? No. Good, Reina. I need you to listen to me now. Here. I want you to have this. It's Mommy's amulet. Oh no. The one thing I've kept since I was little. I want you to have it for the ritual. When it starts, I want you to hold it and keep your eyes shut tight, okay? If you get scared, just grab it tight and think of me, okay? But that amulet is yours. Don't you need it? What if something bad happens to you? It's more important for you to have it now. Promise me you'll do what I asked. I promise. Let's make a pinky promise. Okay. And you know what happens when you break a pinky promise, right? Yeah. You said my pinky'd fall off. Exactly. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? After tomorrow, things might be different. Maybe even a little scary, but it's not all bad. The most important thing is that Tokimasa told us we'll be together. I love you, Reina. I love you too, Mommy. This game has a knuckle to my face right now, and I don't like it. Not one bit. Guess the only thing we can do is go back in. Yeah, dude. I basically know what happened already. Over here, this is the place where they all killed themselves. I'm pretty sure they did that same ritual that they did like thousands of years ago in Japan, and in the storyline that is, where they chose a mask bearer by committing suicide. I'm pretty sure that's where this is going. I already had my suspicions since they brought that up. Right, so I can talk to everyone but little Reina. Oh, wait, I'm playing as Reina? Oh, Reina. Maybe you shouldn't be here, huh? Why not? The feast isn't for you, it's for us. The impure who must prepare ourselves. Tokimasa says that the unpure must purify themselves by feasting and expunging the darkness from their bodies. So pretty much what they're saying is they gotta eat a lot of food and take a mean shit. Seems legit. Seems pretty legit if you ask me. If I can remain uncorrupted, even someone worthless like me will be able to ascend to a higher plane. I don't think you're worthless. Everyone keeps telling me I'm so special. But no one visits me anymore. And where's everyone else? Are they hiding from me now too? The others are with the guru preparing themselves for tomorrow. Don't worry, Reina. Everything will be clear tomorrow. There's nothing to fear. Hey, can I have a little of that? The great Tokimasa instructed us not to give you any food at the feast. Oh. Don't you see? You are pure. The feast, the indulgence, is there to test us, to show us that we are corrupted with the stains of impurity upon us. It is a reminder of how great the machine of man keeps our souls shackled and chained. Those who are cleansed must not turn away from the righteous path. Right, but you are very lucky, yes, so lucky, to be in Tokimasa's favor. He chose you. He chose you to be the bearer of the mask, to see the great door to the pure realm. I freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. I don't... No, I have to keep going. I have to keep going. I have to keep going. Those other children who were taken, that too was a test. To find the most pure among you. You understand, don't you? I don't know. Oh, yes, of course not. You're but a child. Tokimasa says that you children are much wiser than us. That your understanding of the world is untainted. Where's Mommy? Mommy? Ah, yes. I imagine she is with the Guru. She is in need of the Guru's love. Yes, her mind has gone astray as of late. In such a key moment, the Guru will show her the way. Don't you worry. Mother, father, sister, brother, it doesn't matter. We are your family. Wait. Okay, so the name is Minoru. Are these our family? Is this like my brother? Is this Reina's brother or something? You should go back to your bed. I don't know why the Guru lets someone so important wander freely. What if something would happen to you like the others? What others? Oh, do not fear, child. The great Tokimasa's prophecy will come to pass, and there will be no fear very soon. You should go to sleep, child. And remember, do not eat this meal. It is food for us, the pitiful. Oh no! No, I see! I see what's going on now. The food is poisoned! She's not allowed to eat it because she will die as well. Oh, why did I not see that? It has to be. That has to be the case right now. Dude. This is getting so messed up. What the frick? And that voice in the background is just getting creepier and creepier every time I hear it. Not even funny. Midori. Hey, Midori. So this was you in your past life, outside of World of Final Fantasy, huh? Interesting. What's wrong? Why are you looking at me like that? Nothing. It's nothing. The ritual is soon. It will be a time of great change. Go away. Why? Tomorrow you will guide us. But look at you. So young. We must be resilient. Fear is a pure emotion. All forms of life feel fear. To fear is not weakness, but a test. You are testing me. The Guru is wise. Are you okay? You're looking at me funny again. It's nothing. What do you want? Oh, do you know where Takashi is? Weak. They're weak. Don't think of them. Don't cloud your thoughts. You must remain as you are. Yes, by this time, I think Takashi, Mai, and the grandmother, they all ran away because they realized what was going on. Needn't worry. Tokimasa will guide us. Just wait. So who is this? What's wrong, Emiko? Emiko! Mai's mother. Wait a second, so who was Mai's father? Was it this redheaded dude? Oh man. So that's who Emiko is. So we meet. Unfortunately, we meet in a different time, but so we meet. Oh, Reina, what are you doing here? You scared me. I'm sorry. It's all right. You didn't mean it, did you? No. And then there's nothing to worry about. Do you want something? Why isn't Takashi or the baby here with you? He and his sister were not meant for the path of purity, not like you. It's the night before the ritual. I must unburden myself with the thoughts of them. What's unburden mean? Unburden, Reina. It means I have to forget them. Yes, forget the children, Emiko. Becoming too attached to our offspring is a part of mankind's great machine. It is a lie. This was a test. They did not pass. You must. We are so close to our goal. Yes, of course. I will not shackle myself to meaningless connections. Reina, don't worry. Tomorrow is the great ritual Tokimasa has envisioned. And you're the guest of honor. Everything will be alright. Really? Yes, of course. Now run along. Alright. And everything disappears. I can't let my daughter be in the ritual. That's not for you to decide. You know her importance. What the guru says, she can show us. But she's my daughter. Tokimasa hasn't told us what he's going to do with her. She is... Whoa, wait a second. What? Hold on, let me get another sip of water. What? She is our daughter, Hisako. What if it doesn't work out like he says? She's so young. You doubt him? Now? It's because she's so young that she was chosen. Her mind is not stained by regret, sadness, or corruption. She's perfect. I know that, just... Then why hesitate? The Guru tells us we're approaching the moment that will bring us true peace. The culmination of everything we've worked for. Somehow, your child is the focal point. He says she will be granted a sight even more profound than his own. She can lead us. I only want to make sure she's okay. He promised me she'd be safe, but now I'm not so sure. The Guru will make sure she's taken care of. She'll want for nothing and be blessed with a new sight. I mean, in reality, if I know where this is going, she is going to be okay, maybe traumatized, but it's really all of these guys that are going to be screwed. It's the only way. The world in this brink of ruin. There's no time left. My own children will... Emiko, don't worry. They'll be safe. No! My own mother betrayed me! She dragged my children away to die in the filth. I'm sorry. I must be strong. Soon we will have no more worries and ascend from our flesh. You know, don't you? I saw you outside when he told us. Yes. All of the things I studied, they were only ever used to corrupt people, to control one another, to hurt one another. Soon we'll be free of all that. We'll escape the suffering of this world and be reborn. And it will be Reina who shows us the way. She will be the bridge. You're right. I always knew she was special. Even when she was growing inside me, I could feel it. Promise me again. Promise me she'll be taken care of. Oh boy. That's it? Anything more? Guess the only thing we can do now is leave. Yeah, it is sad. Make sure I didn't miss anything else. Right, doesn't look like there's nothing here. Right, let's go. You can't see the mouse clicker, but you can see where I'm actually clicking. I noticed that last time. What is this? That wasn't there before. What is this? It looks like a simple wooden amulet.
How did I not notice it before? Yeah, that... like I said, I don't pay attention to that much amount of small details, but that wasn't there before. Well, thankfully, yeah, no jump scare this time. What is this? I feel strange. Like I'm back there again. Ah, crap. Where am I? The forest path. I saw things and I started running. When I found the amulet, it cut away the fog that had been surrounding me and showed me the truth. The mask. The common Kai. Reina was there the whole time. They all killed themselves and made her wear the mask. That day, when it started, when Reina became the mask bearer, when her suffering truly began, the pulse of the dark changed again, and the fuzzy image I had seen before had snapped into focus. Everything I needed to put an end to this is in my hands. Yeah, I knew it. I knew it. I hate when I actually, like, sometimes I make a guess, like, maybe this is happening. So, seeing how they all fell down, there was no blood, I can easily assume that the food was poisoned. So they made the girl not eat it, because clearly if she eats the food, she would die as well, and it would ruin their plans. Then everybody would die, and then they're all screwed. So they made her wear their mask, and I guess she had her eyes closed just like her mommy told her to. And they just all dropped dead. Right there. And she became the mask bearer. Yeah. So that did happen. How long has it been, I wonder? A man in a sewer, a girl with red hair, memories and thoughts that aren't my own. I'm in over my head. I'm so stretched out it feels like the slightest breeze could topple me, and each time I get close to the truth, something drags me farther away. I feel like I'm so close. All the threads are leading to one place, yet I haven't stopped to think about what finding it means. I'm on a ride that I have no control over, and that's moving too fast to focus on what's passing me by. Let's talk about the train? I think she's talking about the train. Metaphorically speaking. Yeah, ever since I found out that Reina killed herself in that apartment, in the little house, it's been nothing but feels, man. If only I could go back and slow down, give myself some time to think. Instead, I keep rushing forward, towards the unknown. Before I went to Aokigahara, I thought I had to handle things. I had the handle on things. Then Reina showed up and turned it all on its head. My whole life I thought that if only I connected the dots and contextualized the clues, it'd make everything simpler and it'd all work out. This time, I'm not so sure. The only thing left to do is hold on tight and see where I end up. With me as a little wooden mask that so many died for, and now I'm using it myself, it doesn't feel right. It was right. It was her pain I felt back in the compound, the focal point of all her misery. I wonder if it's the real Reina I've seen, or is it the girl long gone? Or is that girl long gone? No. What I felt in the compound and the misery I feel in the dark are the same. It's her. The mask, Reina, the dark, all tied to the door, despite everything I'd seen, and all the mysteries that had been explained to me. What awaited for me there was still unknown. My only chance to see Kazuki again is going to those filthy tunnels to find it, and find it. Only then do I have any hope of using it to change this fate.
something with that much power would have cost, and I'd be forced to accept it without question. Nothing can ever be the same after today. My chance at a normal life disappeared the minute I took the mask from the evidence, or maybe it would have found its way back to me eventually. Kazuki Tanaka, the man I've suffered so much for, has been silent. Maybe he's not even down there anymore. I've seen what Rainer's become as a result of the mask. Would that happen to me? Now that I know the way, is that really what I want? Wait a second, so you think the door is down in the sewers actually? Interesting. The horrible object was made out of the death of innocent people and fed hundreds of years later with more death. Why continue the cycle? Why shouldn't I destroy it? I suppose that's obvious. Because I'd be destroying Kazuki and Reina along with it. If I don't act soon, it feels like the world will tear apart at its seams. The dark is creeping in at the seams, affecting people even if they can't see it like I do. I have to do something. Shinjuku and Kamakura, the two places where my path started, are also where it has to end. This is it. I need to choose. Follow the thread further into the darkness or attempt to cut it and return to the light. Really? Oh, okay then. I think this is it. Alright, let me just, okay, so let me try to do a little backstory on these two places now. So Kamakura is where the old Kawana woman is, and where my Kawana is as well. That's where, you know, we got the mask, where the incident happened 6 months ago. So going there basically means we do the ritual and we basically like purify the mask and whatnot, make it, you know, without it. I did promise the old lady I'd go there, but now we have the Shinjuku option. Now in Shinjuku, that is where we began the game, where we began our journey, investigating stuff to find out what happened to the missing Kazuki. And there's where we found where Kazuki's throat was slit by Reina's ghost, or whatnot, because apparently she's dead. She killed herself. So what we saw there, was it actually Reina? You know, I've actually been trying to uncover the mystery for a while now, and I feel, in my heart, I feel that going to Shinjuku is the answer I want to look for. But personally, if I really had to choose, I would have gone with Kamakura, because it feels like you're ditching, you're throwing away the past, and you're looking for the future. I have Ito or Ayami has to accept that Kazuki is dead. Reina is also dead, but there's a mystery as to what I've been seeing because Ayami was not connected to the mask at first. There has to be some underlying mystery here, and I believe that going to Shinjuku will solve that for me. If it's a stupid decision, if it's another poor decision of mine, then I'll face the consequences with a bad ending, if that happens. But I feel like I have to go here. Oh, they give me a chance to actually leave. Okay, cool. Can I see the woman again, at least? Well, we can. Uh-oh. Better sound the alarm. The detective is back. Damn it. Every time I come in here, you... Haha, don't sweat it, detective. I'm just busting your chops. Besides, it's not my problem anymore. Huh? I'm out of here. Wait, that other job. The sketchy one, you didn't... Nope. Probably won't believe me, but I actually took your advice. Hell, I hardly believe it myself. How flattering. Didn't think the hard-boiled detective would be so thin-skinned. Yeah. Anyway, where are you headed? Don't know, but I think I'll leave the city. My big dreams kind of got drowned out, and now it's hard to be here and not fall back into the old habits. Like hitting the old reset button, right? Reset button, huh? I could use one of those right about now, which I didn't choose. Is this a way of the game telling me like,
you chose not to do things well for Ayami, or you're gonna experience a dark and depressing ending. I hope that's not the case. Please don't do that to me. Things gotten that bad? I don't know yet. Probably. Only way to find out is to keep moving. Anything I can help with. Hey, don't give me that look. I mean it. No bullshit this time. Thanks. But I think I have to see it out for the rest from my own problems on my own. Then why did you come in here? Couldn't tell you. I guess I've just kinda gotten wrapped up in this place. Sounds like you're the one who needs to leave the city. Bad places lead to bad memories. Lead to bad decisions, if you ask me. And I'm an expert on bad decisions. Is the game telling me again that I made a bad decision? Let's see, movies. Let's see if this is a bad ending. At least neither of us will have to deal with Goto or the million other perverts like him, for now anyway. Good luck. Nah. You hold on to your luck. Looks like you could use it more than me. See you around, Ito. Ah, how nice. So in the end, we were kind of like a mutual understanding between the two. I gave her some advice and she took it. She actually just left. That was pretty nice. Can I talk to Daizo as well? If you've been watching the playthroughs of Tokyo Dark, you know that I really like Daizo. Daizo. No way! Are you going to your brother? Oh, hey Ayami, perfect timing. Daizo, what's all this? Looks like you're all packed up. Like I said, perfect timing. I'm closing down. Oh, and this is good? It's great! To be honest, the last time I saw you, I was kind of slipping again. You know? Going down memory lane, but in the worst way possible. Then I remembered our conversation the other day. How you said your attitude in the seasoning that flavors the food and all that. That sounds a lot more poetic than I would have said it. But yeah, I remember. Anyway, I realized the only flavor that could come out of this place was bitter. Real bitter. Then, crazy thing, my wife comes in after refusing to see me for years. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh is right. Funny. She looks so much older than I remembered. Guess I came to a bit of a revelation when I saw her. I was clinging to this place, but for what? A life that I haven't been living. For what? For a what if that'll never happen. I realized giving up was keeping this place going. Not the other way around. Huh. Guess some people do have some happy endings. Ha! If you call crippling debt happiness, wasn't cheap to run this place. At least the wedding ring I pawned took care of the rent for a short term. Haha. So, what are you gonna do now? Well, Haruto's always bugging me to join him on the road for takoyaki stand of his. You didn't seem so keen on it last time we talked. Well, you've had a change of heart? Have you been talking to Haruto again? No. Could you see it from your face is all. He's always been my biggest supporter. Figure the least I can do is give the old lug a shot. Besides, with his help, I'm getting back in touch with my daughter. Things aren't all rainbows and daisies, but I'll get there somehow. What about you? Me? What about me? Did that Idol magazine I gave you end up helping you? Raised more questions than it answered. I doubt I could help you with all the complicated stuff you do. Cooking was all I was ever good at. It's like you said though. Keep following through until the end, right? Yeah, I guess so. Take care of yourself, Daizo. Don't be a stranger. Come by me and Haruto sometime. I'm happy for this guy, yo. I'm actually really happy for him. I almost feel like shedding a tear, man, because Daizo is like... I don't know, man. I feel like I could relate the most. Out of all the characters in this game, I could relate the most with Daizo. Daizo was my nibba. Anywho, let's move on. Do I really want to go back in here? Thank you for not letting me in there. Jesus, that's bad news. How about in here? I really want to punch the guy in here for snitching on me. Oh my god. Like, it's you! Huh? Who? Me? Yeah, you! Yep. Whoa! Can I, like, give you a hug? Hey. There's no need for that. Please, don't touch me. Why so touchy-feely all of a sudden? Detective sir, ma'am, I would never, like, feel you without your permission. That's not what I... forget it. Why exactly is it that you're in such a good mood? Oh, you notice, huh? Ta-da! What? I don't get it. Are you a magician? No! I got a promotion. Can't you tell by my new uniform? Yeah, your uniform does look a bit different. It's exactly the same. Wait. A promotion? You got a promotion? Yeah! Like, after you came and talked to me and the manager saw, I was like, whoa, this guy's helping the police. Said I was really, respectable and whatever. And I found that key. To the dumpster? Cha! Turns out I had a spare in my pocket the whole time. Of course you did. Of course you had a spare. Well, better you than someone like Tyra. Who? No one. Congrats, kid. I think you're really going places. Thank you, sir. Alright, that was a bit of dialogue that I really didn't understand for the most part because I completely didn't... I didn't go through that phase. I basically just took out my gun in public and shot the lock on the dumpster, so yeah. I guess that piece of information was there in case you didn't do that. Back in the sewers. Saki the policewoman, right? Yeah, Saki was cool. Saki was really cool. I see. Was it the BlackwingKei who put this here? Or maybe the Dark created it? And what she said here was basically about Reina. These marks were never meant for me. Reina was trying to find her way back. Like, leaving breadcrumbs in the forest. Got it. Sometimes I wonder if this well went anywhere and all before Reina found it. God, are we gonna climb down this thing again? The first time I came down here, I was so sure that I would save Tanaka alone that I didn't think about what I was doing. Am I doing the same thing now? We're climbing down this rope again. Wait, the rope looks a little different now. It doesn't look like the rope that the pervert had on him. You know, that fat, disgusting pig? Nope, never mind. It looks red again. I was just tripping out. Oh, okay. Well, you know, Saki, the name Saki's been around in some manga, anime, games before. Like, you don't see it as often, but it's thrown around here and there. Like in Persona 4, I think the girl that dies in the beginning, Saki Konishi, or Konishi-senpai as Yosuke Hanamura says. That's pretty much the only Saki I know, though. I don't know about any others. When I found Kazuki's body, he was wearing the mask. She'd made him wear it as she'd been made to. Even after all the suffering she went through herself, she did it anyway. Can I really forgive her? She so desperately wanted to avoid becoming lost. When I was in here last, I saw Tanaka, heard him call to me. What was it he was trying to say? Was he begging for help or begging to me to stay away? Well, let's see. This time will be different. It's no longer leading to a shapeless tunnel. Reina is down there. I can... Ooh, what was that? My controller? Yeah, it probably was. I can feel myself being drawn to her. Let's go down. I hope this thing doesn't do that little puzzle again that it was doing to me earlier. Or it looks like it's not. Because that would have been really annoying. Oh, looks like we're now deeper into the sewers. Or it's a storm drain, actually, guys. Actually, it's a storm drain. I'm not sure if any of you get that reference with iDubbbz. Oh, he would always do some of his videos in the storm drain. No, go down, go down. Come on, run. Go deeper. Oh boy. Oh boy. Go deeper. How much deeper can I go? Like, I feel like we're about to reach America if I go any deeper. What the heck is that? Is that what leads to, like, the ocean or something? Oh, look at it again! Yo, guys, I don't know if you ever noticed, but you can't see my mouse clicker at all, but, like, in the direction that Ayami is facing, so she's facing that way, right? From what I can see in the camera. There's a little cat. There's a little white cat over there in the little corner where you see that big thing behind me. Just look at towards the bottom. You can see a cat there. That cat, it's a toy cat from what I remember that Ayami gave to her cat, you know, to play with the cat and whatnot. But I've seen that cat everywhere else. I'm not sure if it's just there just because they like the cat and they just want to put it in every single place. I'm not sure if that cat has any deeper meaning to it. I wonder. I really wonder about that. Well, let's go deeper. But I really wonder about that. Go deeper. Lord Jesus, there's still more? As I trudged through the oppressive, lonely place, I slowly became aware of someone else. The dark who woke up and began to shudder, as if racked with the quiet sobs, and I felt a numbing sadness spread through my body. The sensation I felt in that place was similar, and I knew right away why. Reina. She sat there like a lost little girl, like she'd been there for a long time and I didn't know where to go. There was no fight in her body, no way for her to lash out. In that place, we were equals. She rose to her feet, and when she saw me, her eyes looking confused and desperate. She was the start of all of it, everything I'd gone through. I'd put an end to it one way or another. So you went anyway, huh? Even though I told you to leave me alone. Why couldn't you just forget and leave me alone? So that's it. You want to keep hurting me, right? I'm not gonna do that laughter. I can't. My voice can't keep up right now. I hate to burst your bubble, but if it's revenge you're after, it won't work. Nope. Can't blow my brains out down here. The dark won't let you. Aww. Did I hurt your feelings? Did you bring your little gun all the way down here for nothing? Are you disappointed? I didn't bring it. There's no point. I didn't shoot you when you took Tanaka, and I won't now. Ha! Don't try to trick me. That doesn't mean you don't want to. And I know, I did it anyway. I was like preparing myself, like, let me see if I can nail it. I guess it came out okay. Oh man, gonna have to make a water run pretty soon. After everything I tried. To think that you would be the one to show up here in the end. Funny, isn't it? Isn't it? After all, you were only supposed to be a guest star on my little show. A little temporary addition to liven things up a bit. Then you kept showing up uninvited, digging up every sharp thing you can find to poke me with. Now I can't get rid of you. See, it is funny, right? No matter what we do, we're forced together again. We ought to make the best of it. You're right. We can't avoid each other forever. Fate's forced us together, so all we can do is see it through to the end. Even when I saw you in the forest, you were down here, weren't you? Where else? Where is the end of the line? Welcome to the end of the line. I don't understand it. It's awful down here. Why didn't you try to get back to the surface? Why would I go back? What would be the point? When I do, I look around and don't even recognize it anymore. The streets are different, the sounds have changed, everyone I knew and ever cared about is gone. You don't know what it's like. Every day the same and feeling all old pain again and again and again. People don't change. No matter what, no matter how much time goes, they all still look at me like I'm a flea-bitten dog and to be kicked around and ignored. Perhaps, yeah, Hikaru, you can probably do a better job. My voice has grown too monotonous over the years. They hate me. In the end, I'll end up back here anyway, so why fight it? At least down here, nothing changes. When I was little, they said everything would be okay if I had the mask, but then Mommy died, and the police took it away from me, and nothing's gone right since. No one ever cared about me. The police, the foster homes, and the other girls in the agency, they all hated me. They wanted me dead. You're just like the rest of them. Only someday, you'll grow old and die, and I'll still be here. Unless you give me that mask. It isn't that simple. Having the mask isn't going to solve your problems. It is that simple! Everyone always tells me it can't be simple, but why not? None of this would have happened if it weren't for you! If you'd just given it to me in the first place, you could have lived your stupid little fantasy life. Instead, you had to be the hero and get involved in something that was none of your business. Why shouldn't I use it? Are my problems not as important as yours? That's it, isn't it? Everything is about you and making your life happy again. I won't let you be happy. I won't. If you won't help me, then fine. But I'll keep hurting you. And if you think that's bad now, you don't know the half of it. Hello, Justin, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a wonderful night so far. Welcome to the stream. Or you could give it to me and go on pretending to be happy while I find a door again. Again? You seen it before? I don't know exactly what you think is going to happen when you find it, but everything I found tells me that it's dangerous. No! You're wrong! The door isn't for you. The collector said so. He said if I had the mask, I could find it again. He said if I found a shrine belonging to the Kawana, that I could find it. So you met him too, Reina. He wasn't trying to help us. He must have been toying with us. Shut up! You don't know anything! He told me that the mask would let me see the door again. Just like when my mommy died. When they put the mask on me, and I kept my eyes closed, like Mommy told me to, even when the people started getting sick and crying. Then I saw it. The door. Even with my eyes still closed, when I looked at it, I heard Mommy's voice, and I knew if I found it, everything would be okay. I opened my eyes and it was gone. They took the mask, and I saw Mommy on the ground. She wasn't moving anymore. Like a doll. It was all my fault. It must have been. I did something wrong.
But he told me if I found the mask, I could make it right again. Now I'm being punished for being a big screw-up. For not being a pure like they told me to be. Except, people like Higashi. They shouldn't have hurt me. They should have left me alone. I had to punish them. I just want to stop them from hurting me. That doesn't make me bad, right? You understand, don't you? The funny thing is that if Tanaka was here, he'd understand. Even after everything you did to him. That's the kind of guy he is. Reina, it's not all your fault. This is beyond you. It always has been. That's why Tanaka was so intent on following you from the start. You weren't just some orphan girl. He saw someone in the dark that was behind you. If only he had told me, I could have been there for him, helped him. But no, You could have helped me, Ayami. He was helping me. He was gonna save me. Then why? If he was helping you, why hurt him? I didn't want to hurt Tanaka, but it was the only way to bring him down here. The same way I was brought here. I thought I'd figured it out. But my white knight abandoned me, went somewhere else. It turns out it was just another stupid idea from a stupid girl. What you did to Tanaka was wrong, but you can still make this right. You brought him down here with you that night. Where is he? I don't know where he is. Just tell me what happened from the beginning. It's hard to remember. Please try. Nothing's gone the way that it would. When I went back to Shinjuku, I remembered how I ended up in the dark. I knew that I had to do so. Tanaka would be with me. Only the mask wasn't awake. It wasn't loud, like in Kamakura. So I made you come into the tunnel with me and Tanaka so I could wake up. Then I slit his throat and went back to the dark, and I waited. Tanaka woke up down there, too, but the mask was gone. He was alive? He was like me, or I thought he was. At first he seemed okay, but then he started wandering around, staring into space, and talking to people who weren't there. Poor Tanaka. I think I broke him, Ayami-chan. So, he was down here. Tell me where he is. You don't get it, do you? I don't know where he is, and I don't care. Tanaka abandoned me. Even when he was right here, he kept mumbling on and on about how he was going to help you. He gave you something, didn't he? That traitor. How else would you be able to keep finding me? He even said he saw the door, but he didn't take me there. I hate him! Why did he leave me? To think that would help a stupid little girl like me. It was dumb to try and bring him here. The collector said I'd find a door with the mask. I just didn't want to be alone is all. Now you're here, so I guess the mask is too. I didn't need him after all. He's gone. You're wrong. I can feel him somewhere here. He's waiting for me. You can? Maybe he's at the door. Please take me there. Don't leave me. The mask opened the dark and took me straight to Reina. And now that I'm here, I can feel it, pulsing like a heartbeat. The door. The unknowable place where chance and fate have no importance. That's where Kazuki is. I know now what will happen if I lead her there. She'll get what she truly wants. She'll get to rest and finally be free. No more pain, no more suffering. Maybe that's what Kazuki would have wanted. But if I do that, the dark would change shape again, and any hope I have of finding him would be lost. He'd be trapped here, waiting for me, and I'd never be able to tell him the truth behind everything he suffered for. That's if Kazuki Tanaka that's left here is the same man I love. Either way, I have to abandon someone, but it's my responsibility. I have to choose. I'll be back. I need more water.
I need to think this through. I need to think this through. I hate this decision. But I'll be right back. Real quick. Just gonna get some water. Yeah, you're right, Justin. That's a crazy way that she was thinking. She was broken. She was broken from the very beginning. Can't blame her. Can't blame her. Alright, so... Yeah, this decision right here, dude. Yeah, movies, I know, it was crazy. Alright, so... I don't think... Honestly... I think the most important decision here is what matters how you've perceived the game so far. At the beginning of the game, our sole purpose was to find Tanaka. To save him, basically, because he went missing for like a whole week and whatnot. We found him. He was proclaimed as dead. So, I'm gonna make a decision. And I solely think that I think Tanaka is dead. What we saw that night, I don't know how it happened, but Tanaka is, I believe, 100% confirmed to be dead. I don't know what magical powers this door has. Maybe it can bring back the dead or whatnot, but what happened to Reina was really messed up. How can we blame Reina for what happened? It was out of her control. She grew up basically in a cult living society, and they all committed suicide right in front of her. She was closing her eyes, but at the end of the day, that's what happened. And from there, her life just went downhill. She's broken. I feel really bad for her. I'm going to forgive Reina and lead her to the door. That's my ultimate decision, because despite the fact that I ignored the old lady's wishes to destroy the mask and move on, I feel like I just have to forgive Reina and just take her to the door. I mean, I don't know. Just call it some kind of like instinct of mine that is just like, not instinct, but like this impulse of mine to make this decision. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Forgive Reina and lead her to the door. Please, don't hurt me. What I did to Tanaka, it was the only way. You get it, right? Right? No, you're wrong. But then again, maybe there isn't a right way to begin with. In your own way, you're the same as me. Grasping at whatever you could. He may still be down here, like you said. Would the Tanaka I find be the real him, though? If I used the mask, would I be the real me? I'm not so sure anymore. You forgive her as well, right? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not the only one that feels this way, because I feel like the first option, it feels more like the selfish option again. And the game was hinting towards, like, you know, all you're thinking is about you and yourself and whatnot. So I'm glad you guys feel the same way about helping Reina. Rather, forgiving her. We still don't know what's at this door. And I also want to do a little quick recap on what we learned about Izanami and Izanagi. I'm not sure if you guys saw that part, when the old lady was telling her story about the legend of Izanagi and Izanami. Izanami basically died, and Izanagi could not be away from his love. And so he went to the Yomi, the realm of the dead, the Yomi. And so he wanted to bring her back. But what he saw there was basically like her all decayed flesh and holes on her skin. You know, she was basically dead. She had rotted. Her flesh had rotted. So basically that was it. And he left. He fled. And so she wanted to drag him down like, how can you leave me? How dare you? I thought you loved me. So I feel like the game is maybe going in that direction since I came here. But anyway, let's move on. You're really not gonna go after him? No. I have to give up even more of myself. Succumb even more to this darkness. He wouldn't have wanted that. You know? For a long time, your face was all I saw. Ever since Kamakura. It motivated me to push through my sadness because I thought I was doing something good, putting my problems behind me by becoming the hero and slaying some ancient evil. You became a demon, a symbol of all of my hatred, of everything bad that happened to me that day. No, I'm not. I'm not a demon. No, you're not. You're just a girl. Always were. Besides, I'm no hero. I'm not sure if there is such a thing. I realize that now. Me, you, Tanaka, all three of us were just paper dolls caught in a storm, being blown by winds that were so far out of control. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of it to happen. I just wanted a way out. I wanted to be normal. Tanaka was one of the smartest detectives. No, one of the smartest people I knew. I think he knew what would happen to him. Maybe that's why he was so distant. I wish things had played out differently for us. And for you, Reina, I know what happened to you. All of it. I just don't know how I saw all those things, but I can't just ignore them. No one deserves to experience what you did, Reina. Every day you lived in hell, with no love or light. It was awful. We failed you, and I'm sorry. I forgive you, Reina. It hurts to say it. That's selfish, isn't it? I can't forget the pain you caused me, despite how hard I try. But I do forgive you. Because somewhere along the way, this horrible cycle has to end. I don't want to hurt any more people. Then come with me. Let me help you. But why? Where are we going? To the door. You said you heard your mom, right? Let's go see her. I'm scared. What if she isn't there? What if I was wrong? It's okay. There's nothing to be afraid of. You can rest like you always wanted. No more coming back, no more hurting people. Though I can't tell what's waiting for you, I know it's better than this, I promise. Ayami, do you think it'll hurt? No. How do you know? I don't know how. But the dark responds to the feelings of the people in it. Every time we butt heads, it pushed me out. It feels different now. It feels peaceful. What I'm trying to say is, I don't want to hurt you, Reina. I only want to help, and I think the dark will too. Okay, I'm ready. Thank you, Ayami. I don't know why you helped me, but thank you. For years, Reina searched for the door. The whole time it was nearby, hidden by a thick darkness that shifted in reaction to her own hatred and fear. The mask began to tug at me as if guiding us, and together, hand in hand, it appeared in front of us. I wasn't sure how I hadn't noticed it before. It was like it had always been there. Until that moment, I'd never noticed how small and truly fragile she was. Standing in front of the door, she shook like a leaf. Squeezing her hand, I reassured her, told her that I forgave her, knowing that if she took a step forward, it would all be over and she'd find peace. I thought maybe I would too. For a long time, she stood, saying nothing. Then eventually, she let go of my hand and moved through the door. And as soon as she did, her image began to fade. She was smiling. Not the unhinged smile from my past, but her true smile. The smile of a little girl. It's the smile, free of hate and malice. I remember now. The dark remained even after she left, though it began to change as I remained within it, suddenly agitated and expansive like it was growing. Somehow I knew what little light I saw was because of Reina. Her fear and hatred diffused out of the shadows. Thanks to that light, I was able to find the surface. The mask didn't quiet after Reina's wait, what? The mask didn't quiet after Reina's passing, and every day it became more restless. Really? So is this a bad ending? I think this is a bad ending. One day, I cast it into the sea near Kamakura, and despite the Koano woman's warning, it never returned to me. Though occasionally I can still feel it, scratching like a pin needle on the back of my skull. Oh, I thought it was actually going to, like, that she threw it away, but it came back to her. But I guess it didn't. When the girl faded, other memories did too. Impressions of a man called Kazuki Tanaka and the love we once shared. I find pictures in my apartment that I know are him, yet all I see is the face of a stranger looking at me. Aww. Some nights, I wake up with tears in my eyes and images of that face crying out to me from the dark corner of my dreams, and I desperately try and remember why that memory remains. Yet, something about those pictures and staying in that apartment feels familiar. Even if I can't make any sense of it some days, all I remember for sure is Reina's smile, knowing that in those final moments she forgave me for what I had did to her. Finally, I was able to feel peace. Tokyo Dark. Cherry Mochi. Well, damn. Well then. Oh, man. Okay, so, yeah. Yeah, I guess so, movies. I guess I can agree with that. A bittersweet ending. In the end, she basically forgot about Tanaka. Kazuki Tanaka, that was her love, and basically choosing to save Reina was basically meant forgetting him entirely. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Right, so like I was saying, sorry, I got lost in thought there. I'm like, damn. So I heard from a source, and I actually did see this online too, that this game has 11 endings. Yes, 1 together. 10 plus 1 equals 11. Now I'm wondering what would happen if you picked the other choice. Exactly. But you know what sucks here is that you can't have multiple save files. And the game is basically just one save, and it auto-saves after every choice you make in the game. After every single thing that you do, it auto-saves. So the game makes you have to play again. Thank you to all the 5... Oh, Kickstarter backers. That's right, this was a successful Kickstarter game. The Collector. Oh, it's this guy again. Interesting. Most interesting. You're nothing but a crow, feeding on the carrion that time leaves in its wake. Forgive me for not being an impartial spectator of human suffering. The woman had her own desires. I only gave her a little push.
I thought you'd be happy. Ito found forgiveness through the context of her suffering, by drowning herself in the past. A historian's dream. Wait a second. Yeah, movies, one save file. Wait a minute. These two know each other? What? I knew something was fishy. Get out of town, dude. These two knew each other. A gesture of extraordinary kindness, yes. But history does not smile at the happiness of one. It favors the welfare of all. Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry, pushed and formed into a picture by the forces of fate and chance. The different threads present a myriad of truths, but all an aspect of the same visage, none the less. A myriad. Interesting, interesting. I would have thought one so interested in history would adhere to a single truth. On the contrary, if history has taught me anything, it is that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes. Yes, all are truth. All grant insight into the same puzzle. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral, and observe it long enough, and we may yet learn something. Right, there's another thing I wanted to say. I did mention this in the other part of this playthrough, but the collector, he looks like a much older version of Izanagi from the backstory that we got from them. That's all I wanted to point out there. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral. And observe it. Oh, I already read that. No. She is not your plaything. It is not your decision. There is only one way this can end. Only one way for the world to remain intact and stop the thing that's coming. It must be protected. The role must be performed. Stubborn. So stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question. I believe I know it already. You asked it before. Indulge me. I asked her the same question. If the dancing puppet looks up and sees its strings, does it remain a puppet? What of fate and chance then? I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm clouds approaching, and though you can take shelter... and though you can take shelter or alter your course, does the storm not come regardless? Pah! No fun. You've never tolerated my philosophical side. Nor you me when I tell you how things are. I suppose that's because we are one and the same. But what of her? All we can do is see. But eventually she will end up there. There is only one path, which will hold the world together. That was a very interesting conversation between those two. It never crossed my mind that they actually knew each other. Oh! Interesting. There's a new game plus. I wonder... Interesting. I wonder what I can do with the new game plus. Wow. Oh, man. Well, guys, I can let you know for sure that this is not the last of Tokyo Dark you'll see on my channel. I really want to know the other choices. Yes, Bruno, I will do more playthroughs of this game. I have to. Persona 5 moment? You know it. You know it. But different from Persona 5 because I only have one save file. Wow, man. Yeah, I can't let this game go like that. In the back of my head, since I knew I was playing the game a certain way, I want to try playing it a different way now. So I still have to investigate what New Game Plus has to offer me, but yeah. It won't be the last of Tokyo Dark that you see on my channel. Definitely won't be the last. Let me just update this real quick since it was basically... I didn't know if I was going to end it this stream or not, but yeah, it was
basically the end. Let me just change this real quick. Let me just change this now. Now let me change the thumbnail of this thingy here. Where is it? Where is it? Holy, I can't find it. Maybe I can find it like this. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I never saved it. I'll save that for later. Anyway, I just wanted to fix that real quick. Anyway, guys, so that's gonna be it for this stream. I thank you all for stopping by. I thank you all for watching and experiencing this story together with me. It really has been quite a ride, but like I said, and I keep saying, this is not the end of Tokyo Dark on this channel. I'm definitely gonna do more of this. That'll be at another time, though. Maybe tomorrow. Hey, who knows? I'll probably start New Game Plus straight up tomorrow. Maybe the same time. Maybe the same time. So you guys can go ahead and look forward to that. Oh man, yeah, this was definitely a ride, and I thank you all for being a part of that. So, with that being said, thank you, Bruno. Thank you. With that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and you guys have an awesome one. And stop by tomorrow. I'll be doing another World of Final Fantasy sometime in the afternoon, and then late at night, we're doing New Game Plus, for sure. Alright guys, have a good night. Have an awesome one. Bye.